And so we have to understand this idea of what does it mean to actually belong to God. We may not acknowledge it, we may not choose to live it, we may not articulate it, but whether we want to or not, you and I belong to God. But there are some problems with that, because I don't think we like to belong to anyone. We don't like to belong to anything. How does God speak, and how do we submit to God even though our inclination is not to? How do we see and speak to God through other people?
Ever since I've started coming to Bruce's church, he has moved me in ways that I never knew were possible. He has really touched my heart, and he has changed my life. His spirituality, his leadership, and the passion for his faith have been just an amazing force in my life. And so I can't thank him enough.
I believe Bruce will be a great moderator for the PCUSA because he is steeped in the Presbyterian tradition, and yet he understands where the church needs to go for the future. He is very Christ-centered, and yet he is looking for ways to open up the conversation to those who are searching and are questioning where they fit in the whole picture. And so I believe that he will be great for leading us into the future.
I think his experience and his history kind of speak for themselves. He's very passionate about what he does, and most of all, he loves the Lord in many different creative ways, and I think that has opened up a lot of doors for people to express the way we worship, the way we study, the way we communicate and have community together.
As we know, culture is shifting at a rapid pace, and the church is caught up in the middle of that. What happens is then we have a lot of anxiety, and when a church or an institution has anxiety, we turn inward. We become focused on survival and self-preservation. One of the ways that we can model Christ in the world is to be a non-anxious presence in an anxious time. Through the church, we're called to be that. We're not called to say that all the chaos and the ambiguity can be conquered or should be done away with, but in the midst of that, we can be grounded in Christ, have peace of heart, mind, and spirit. We need to model that for the world because that's what the world yearns for today. Go forth into the world with compassion and justice in your hearts. Give voice silent to give strength to the weak. Hear one another, see one another, care for one another, and love one another. It's all that easy, and it's all that hard.